How you doing, YouTube? This is Armusik, and this is The Truth About Being an Artist, Episode 3. What's your excuse? Everyone has a story. The story can either be one of immense struggle that eventually leads great rewards, or the eventual story of a safe, well-calculated mediocrity. But to me, the saddest story is the unmemorable life, full of excuses and failure. It often reaps misery, bitterness, and contempt. We've all known these sorts of individuals, the perpetual victims who seem to have a myriad of reasons for their utter failure. They blame everyone except for themselves, and eventually come to believe that everyone around them has sabotaged their life and caused their misery. They're unpleasant to be around and literally feel like a black cloud of misery every time you come in contact with them. Can you name a few people in your own life? I know I could. I'm forever drawn to the individual that produces amazing things out of absolutely nothing. There's something miraculous about an individual who turns no way into a way. They have a beautiful and inspiring passion, and they understand that the biggest obstacles in life are themselves. I love these sorts of people. I choose to surround myself with plenty of them because their optimism is contagious. They refuse to be held back or wallow in plentiful excuses or self-inflicted misery. They understand that disadvantages can be our greatest advantages, but only if you choose to see it that way. We all have something to be thankful for, and the gratitude can be the foundation for the brilliant life that you wish to build, but it's up to you. If you're struggling saying, I want to sell my art, but you're not doing well at it, you have to ask why. Looking at the sum of your life you're living today and the perspective you have on it, the question you have to ask yourself is, what unhealthy excuses are you clinging to? Believe me, I've had plenty of my own in the past. But one thing you need to realize is that hunger is a good thing. If you're currently the person who has their back against the wall and you have nothing left, you have two choices, to either cry about it or fight your way back. Fighting is instinctual. In desperate situations, most of us will summon the courage to fight no matter how weak or beaten down. And from experience, it's at that moment that we find out how special and strong we really are. But sadly, there's always a hefty percentage that chooses to give up and cave into that pressure. In order to insulate and protect themselves from scrutiny, they design their perfect failure story to tell everyone to avert the blame. Nothing pisses me off more than to hear an able-bodied person tell me they can't. There's no better time in history than now to be an artist. Opportunities to learn, to market, to sell, to network are right at your fingertips. You can either take advantage of these wonderful resources or waste it playing video games, partying with your friends, or sitting in front of a damn TV concocting elaborate stories why you can't be the best version of yourself. Or you can use that time to get off your ass and do something with your life. It's simply your choice. You must remember that there's always somebody hungrier out there, and someone that may be far worse off than you. But while you're wasting your time, talent, and advantages, they're rising above their limitations and taking your spot in the limelight. I've been working as a professional now for almost 25 years, and during the last 12 years, I've been teaching oil painting and offering students career counseling. During this time, I've worked with some very talented artists that had lost their way, young artists that are just starting out, and artists that gave up years ago and are hoping to restart their careers. I applaud each and every one of them for having the courage to reach out and make an investment in their careers and their lives. I want to help the artists to help themselves when they come to me and say, I want to sell my art. No one knows better than you how to sell yourself. I love to bring out the true potential of what you have inside you. And every time I help a young artist get into a good art program or repair the relationship between an artist and their career, I feel incredible and exhilarated. But then there's the opposite person. You know the kind of person that can't do something because everything has been done. Everyone is making it but me. Why bother? Blah, blah, blah. They are more invested in their failure story than trying to do better. And I'm always surprised and I'm somewhat strangely appalled by the amount of people who seem to think that I was just lucky. Those mean-spirited emails are the most amusing. They believe that I was given loads of opportunity or I grew up with unlimited wealth, status, and a strong artist lineage. And honestly, at times, I wish that were the case. But that story was reserved for other artists, and unfortunately, I can't claim it. I've said it before, I came from nothing, and I had to fight for every achievement and dime that I have. I am still fighting because I know I deserve even more. I'm not going to candy coat it and say that if you just try, you'll make it. It takes hard work and commitment each and every day. You have to formulate good habits and see them through. And on the way, you'll experience failure, and it will be discouraging. But if you continue on the journey, you will realize that failure is only a lesson and not an end. When people fear failure so much that they insulate their lives against it, they never will achieve anything. When you begin to doubt yourself or believe your disadvantages outweigh your advantages, remember this: we are all the masters of our lives. We can either accept the challenges or give in to the fear. And truthfully, most of us never practice an ounce of gratitude for what we take for granted. Working limbs, eyesight, the ability to breathe, we have so much to be grateful for. We'd rather believe our circumstances are the worst, but look at the great artists before you that never gave up. Stevie Wonder, Chuck Close, Ray Charles, Ludwig von Beethoven. These individuals never allowed real challenges to interfere with their dreams or their goals. In comparison, how large and significant are your challenges? It's all about perspective, and once you find your purpose and realize how much you have to offer this world, your life will begin to improve and magic will happen. That I can guarantee. I hope you enjoyed this last episode and that you'll like this video and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I look forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day. Take care.